Today, this video gonna be a little different because I really want to talk about something that's going on with me in my life right now, and you know, it's still we still talking about faith, we talking about God, but I really want to share this because I believe that it's definitely gonna help somebody, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one may be going through something right now that I'm finna explain in just a second. So I just felt the need to come on here and share this today. I ain't really want to make a video, you know what I'm saying? I really wasn't feeling it, but I say, man, I got to do it because I know if I needed help or I needed some encouragement, I would want somebody to do it for me. And so I say, you know what? I'm going to suck it up and I'm going to go and make this video. So today, man, I go to work today, which this week been kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? And so yesterday, I was supposed to talk to my boss or whatever like that. And so that ended up not happening because, they were short at work and they needed me to, go on work, which I don't know at the time. I'm in the blind, but I noticed that I'm in a higher position in my job. And so I noticed that, I'm not in that position today. So I'm like, what? So I called the job. I'm like, what's going on, bro? Why I ain't, doing what I usually do? And then one of the guys that answered, he say, I don't know, man. Today this just what they got you with. So when I hear that, then I ain't gonna get all off into that part, but knowing who it is, it's just like, bro, what are you talking about? You don't know what's going on. This is your job, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I say, okay. And he like, don't call the boss man or the second person in charge. I'm like, what? Man, you crazy. I got to know what's going on. I got a family, you know what I'm saying? I need to know what I need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I called the boss, and then I called the second person in charge. And, the boss ain't answer at first. So I talked to the other person. They like, nah, because I just straight told him, I say, am I fired? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I ain't doing my job today, so what's happening? She like, nah, you're not fired. You got you training today, and the boss want to talk to you and stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. So, like I say, I end up going to work, and I'm looking forward to talking to the boss because I want to know what's going on. And so when I get there, we finna talk. Then the lady, she come tell him something, and then I end up just going to work instead of talking to him first. And I'm already, like when you in the blind on something, it don't feel good. Like I'm already like man, what the, you know, nerves bad. You know what I'm saying? Which in that moment, I'm just like, bro, this is crazy because I want to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got a family. I need to know what type of move I need to make. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, went on with the work. So this morning, oh man, this morning. So that's when I finally got a chance to talk to the boss, right? And so, you know, I came a little early, which he asked me. He ended up being late, but hey, he the boss, so it really don't matter. So when I get there, you know, uh, I'm talking to another coworker, and you know how it is. You know what's going on, why y'all, you know, but you know why you ain't working and stuff like that, or what's the situation? I'm like, bro, I have no idea. I'm in the blind on this. I don't know. So I'm waiting to figure out now. So he ended up coming, you know what I'm saying? And we ended up going to talk. So what he basically tell me is that someone said they ain't want to ride with me. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? And and it's basically because of me sharing my faith. I'm like, man, what? You know what I'm saying? And so he get off in the detail, then he start asking me questions. I gotta respond. He gotta write this stuff down because they filed a complaint and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we doing all that. I ain't gonna get off all into the detail because right now I don't know if I still have a job yet. We gonna see. I'm gonna see tomorrow. Lord say the same, though what you say, but you know how that go. So you just never know. So, uh, yeah, so sharing my faith, I lost my train of thought. So they got the, I mean, she got mad as a female, mad, you know what I'm saying, I guess for sharing my faith and stuff like that. But at the end, you like, how you think that you would have handled this different, or what would you, I'm like, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I feel like if you had a problem with me, and that's one thing I know, that everybody not the same. Everybody not gonna look at life the same, like me, you, or nobody else. But I'm like, if you got a problem with me, we're adults. Just come say something. You know what I'm saying? If you feel some type of way about something, you know what I'm saying? I will, apologize, or, try to straighten it out, because I don't mean no harm to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, bro. Like, I'm just sitting here like, man, and what the crazy thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, is that when somebody talking to you, asking you questions, and then go back and say something, you asking my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And then you go, tell like I did something wrong. Like, if you ask my opinion, I'm gonna give you my opinion. Now, the opinion the response I'm gonna give you is gonna be biblical, because that's just what it is for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no, you gotta go find Christ and stuff. I don't force God on nobody. But if you're gonna ask me a question, I'm not gonna give you no answer, no worldly answer. I'm gonna give you a godly answer. And if I don't know the answer, we can either look it up, or I tell you I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I know everything. I'm walking with my daughter right now too, y'all. So bear with me. So I'm not gonna give you something that I don't have. So, man, we talking, and I'm just like, what? So then, today I ain't get to work today and stuff like that. And it kind of bothered me, but it's all good, because God is good. Like, at the end of the day, we still blessed, but it's just like being in the unknown. And then yesterday, like, me and my wife was talking, like, they only worked me because they ain't had nobody. I really wasn't supposed to work yesterday, but because they needed somebody, they just went on and threw me in there. Like, man, this shit crazy. Now, mind you, me and the boss, man, he cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with him. You know what I'm saying? He cool, but, man, he was telling me, like, we like you and stuff like that, but this is a serious matter. You know what I'm saying? Within the job and stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But it just crazy. But the point I want to get to is that no matter what you face, man, you got to keep going and trust God, bro. Like, right now, no, I don't like the situation, but mind you, I said this in another video, but I ain't get off into it. Right now, I'm 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 finna make a life-changing move for me and my family. Everybody different, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my CDL, and so all this is because I was finna do it. I think like 2-3 years ago, but at the job I was at that time, I had got a raise, and I like, nah, I ain't leaving. I had got a nice little raise. I'm talking about I was making good money, some money that any man in my position wouldn't have passed up. I mean, I was making some good money, so I just didn't follow through with it. But that's something I always wanted to do, and so instead of me making up an excuse or finding one, I'm going to get it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I'm able to get it, whether I have this job right now or not. I'm going to get it. Like, I done made my mind up, and I know this is the next step for me and mine. You know what I'm saying? Just really stepping out on faith. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes you'll be put in situations to where it's like, is you gonna do something that gonna help you, or you gonna resort back to the same thing? And I was just really thinking today, like, bro, I'm not gonna keep going back to the same thing. Right now it's hard to find a job and stuff like that, but I don't just want a job, I want a career. And I'd have been to college, I done got different certifications and everything, but just that thing that fit. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel that this is for me, and I'm not gonna pass up on this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Even though the situation don't look like, what I want it to look like. Even though that, yeah, I may be losing the job, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this something that I know would change my life and my family life, and other people's life. Me getting my CDL, so that's what I'm gonna do. And like I said, man, I shared that story just to let you know, like, bro, you can do anything. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let no job stop you. Don't let people stop you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, whatever you want to do, do it. Just keep God first. Keep God first, and you keep going. Don't stop. Just because it don't look like what you want to look like, that don't mean you got to give up. And like I said, I'm not. I'm gonna keep striving and I'm gonna keep going because I know it's only because I'm trying to transition. The enemy gonna always try to throw something at you. You know what I'm saying? It just, I always be that way. But I'm not finna tuck my tail and run. I'm gonna face it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, like I said, got my mind made up, prayed about it and everything. Like I said, I'm in position to do it. I'm gonna go and get that out the way, and we're gonna be on to a new road. I'm gonna kind of like make videos and blog about the journey too, as I, get going with the CDL thing. But like I said, I really shared this to motivate somebody out there. Man, the day you might have lost your job, you may be sick, you may be going through something like what I just said or whatever the case may be, but understand that I made a short this morning about this. I said that it ain't happening to you, it's happening for you. A lot of time we take stuff too personal. You know what I'm saying? It ain't personal, it's to try to get you somewhere. God's still gonna be with you, even though you ain't still got the same job. You still ain't, you know what I'm saying? You got what you in your comfort zone. Even though you ain't in your comfort zone, God's still gonna show up for you, but you gotta trust him and believe in him regardless. And so, like I said, it ain't happening to you, it's happening for you. So no matter what you facing right now, you got this. Keep on going and keep trusting in God. God gonna blow your mind. He gonna blow your mind, man. And I promise you, long as you keep your faith, it's gonna be all right. But you got to take action. All right? Just take action. You got this, man. Let's go.